Hello everyone, I'm Anthony, a somewhat jet-lagged eclectic chef, but welcome back to my American kitchen. Today we're going to make a fairly quick and simple recipe, mushroom tarts. These are going to be a very quick, versatile recipe that you could use as a starter, a lunch dish, afternoon snack with some friends with some white wine, or as part of a larger evening meal. So we'll go on to looking at our mushrooms. This is a very simple dish, and I should tell you I'm going to use purchased flaky pastry, because I'm tired and I want to get this done, but also because, if I'm very blunt, I don't particularly enjoy making pastry. So with that, let's move on to getting our recipe together. So here's our raw material. We've got some fairly thinly sliced crimini mushrooms and some smaller shiitakes. The ones that we get from Costco. I don't normally favour these, but they're going to work really well sitting on top of the sliced mushrooms in the tarts, just for a nice bit of presentation. We're going to cook these down fairly simply with a little bit of garlic, truffle salt, black pepper, and I think a little splash of masala just to draw a bit of taste out. They'll be sitting on top of a bed of a little bit of crumbled feta cheese in some flaky pastry beds. And with that, let's get going. So here are the crimini mushrooms, cooked down with a little bit of garlic, black pepper, and cooked down with a little bit of truffle salt and Madeira to really bring out some great flavours. Here are our 6 little puff pastry squares. It's 1 sheet of puff pastry. There's two in the packet. We cut along the cut lines and then cut them in half. You'll notice that we've managed to put some little fork lines around the edge. The feta, as you can see, sometimes crumbles, sometimes cuts, but I taste a little bit. It's creamy, salty, perfect for what we need under the mushrooms. So let's sheet these up on the baking sheet, and as soon as it's hot, we'll get them into the Anova Precision Oven. So here we are, all sheeted up, ready for the oven. As you can see, we've put some of the shiitakes face down for presentation. The Anova's just pinged. So into a 420 degree oven with 50% steam it goes. We may cut the steam off after a bit, but let's see. We'll see how this goes. So here we are as they came out the oven, looking good. Individual mini tartlets, puff pastry, crimini, shiitakes, a little bit of Madeira, feta cheese. I wouldn't eat these hot, frankly, but cool or maybe a little bit warm would be just fine. We're going to put these on a cooling rack, and I'll plate one up for you in a little bit. So here's our plated specimen. The mushrooms look a little bit dark, by the way. They're not burned in the oven. It's the masala. Looking forward to letting one of these cool down and have a bit of a chew on one. I'll let you know how it tastes in the description. These worked out really well. Beautiful mushroom flavour with the mix of mushrooms. The truffle really brought the flavour out a little bit, in my opinion. But not overpowering mushroom, not enough to overpower the feta. Creamy, salty, really a good match. And I fussed over what cheese to use, by the way. Great, cool them down, cold, room temperature. I wouldn't necessarily offer them up hot, but these were really, really good. And I will repeat what I said in the video. If these mushrooms look a little dark, that's the Madeira cooked down in the pan before we put them in the tart. They're not burned at all. Give this a try. It's quick, it's easy, and your guests will be amazed. Even if there's no guests, you'll be amazed.